Hi, it's Lucy here. On the 26th of May 1940, King George VI, the Queen's father, called the nation to a national day of prayer. Things on the British front in World War II were looking really bleak. The army were surrounded and it looked like they were about to be annihilated. And this is when King George called the nation to pray, and pray they did. People flocked into churches all over the country, and including Westminster Abbey, that was so full that people had to queue outside because they couldn't even get in. In the days that followed, there were some incredible miracles, and rather than the British Army being wiped out, thousands and thousands of lives were saved. We're not in a national crisis at the moment, we're in a global crisis. The death toll is horrific, and the disruption and chaos is just overwhelming. I was listening to a worship song the other day, and I felt God saying that if his hand moved for a nation, what would he do for the world? What if we all prayed together in the same moment for the same thing across the globe? I then had a date come to mind, which was the 1st of June, and the time 1 p.m. Now 1 p.m., 1 on the 1st of June, June being the 6th month, makes the number 116. And numbers can be very important. So I googled Bible verse 116, and Psalm 116 came up, and verses 3 and 4 say this: "The cords of death entangled me. The anguish of the grave came over me. I was overwhelmed by distress and sorrow. Then I called on the name of the Lord. Lord, save me." Now that verse was written thousands of years ago, and yet that sounds incredibly like what we're going through today. And if you read on in that psalm, God acts and God saves that situation. So what I want to encourage you today is on the 1st of June at 1 p.m. British summertime, so that'll be different wherever you are and whatever time zone you're in, but at the same moment, 1 p.m. British summertime on the 1st of June, would you pray that God would act and take this virus off the planet of the earth for it never to return? And it doesn't matter if you're a believer or not. It doesn't matter if you've been praying your whole life or you've never prayed before. What a time to start. If we come together and ask God this in that moment, I have faith that he's going to act and we'll see amazing things.